have any questions during this live feed, feel free to ask. Mike will tune us into any questions that you would like to have answered. We're standing right here live in the Lancaster, I got that right for once, booth. We are talking about what products that we have personally seen that we like, that we will most likely use this spring or this fall. So, PJ, would you do the honors and go first?
I got the winner right here.
All right.
This is the coolest thing anybody will have seen. Okay, so being, again, target archery is our main thing. This is the Scott Ascent. So this is what we call a hinge style release. And in this release, I think they must have channeled my inner thoughts, because they've taken everything I don't like about all the other releases and they've gotten rid of it and perfected it with this release.
How much did you pay him?
So, what's that?
Did you pay him money to do that? Or?
This is actually, I told them they could have Rob's kids if I didn't bring it back, because they only have 3 of these over there. So, but it's a back tension release, and it has what they call 2 moons in here, so that I can adjust how far it travels before it goes off, and then the click to the travel, which is my Achilles heel. So when I come back and hear it click, all the other hinge releases, it takes too far before it fires. This one, you can adjust all that and get it where you want it. It's got a great grip. Scott Ascent.
Scott Ascent.
Awesome release. There are guys who are bow hunting with hinge releases, but it's primarily a target archery.
Okay.
Stainless steel, you'll notice it's silver. So it's got the heft of brass without the tarnishing or all the other bad things about brass.
All right, one thing I do want to correct PJ on that he did mention, is he always keeps saying the main thing that we focus on is target stuff. There's been a lot of changes with you guys over the years. You guys do have a nice selection of hunting gear as well. So let's make sure we clarify that.
That's true.
Because if Rob came walking by and he heard you say that, he might come up and slap one of us behind the back of the head. So there are a lot of also hunting supplies to choose from as well. I guess I'm going to go ahead and continue talking since I'm up next. I am wearing the new Hunter Safety Systems vest, and
Pro Series.
This is the Hey, give me a chance here.
I'm just making sure you knew what it was, man.
Look, it's written right here. The Pro Series. It's right there. Now, they used to have this model. They're bringing it back. A couple of new features with this vest, which is really cool. We all want to act like we're manly and we're tough. I don't have any dirt to rub in my face right now. And we act like we're not on our phones, but the reality is we're all sitting in the tree stands while we're hoping a deer comes by, and we are on our phones. So one of the features that they built into this vest, which is pretty slick, you take your favorite charger. In this case, mine is the Dark Energy charger. This baby is basically indestructible. I got that right here, safely in my vest. Won't get in the way of my shooting, of course. External USB to be able to plug your cord into. And boom, your phone is constantly charging. Easy to put away when that buck of a lifetime comes in. But of course, we always recommend that you should not be on your phone when you're in the tree stand.
Unless you're watching Bowhunter Dive.
That's
or
right.
surfing
That's
Bowhunter,
totally
boating.com, or buying gear from Lancaster Archery. Then it's
Those
okay
are
to be on your
Those
phone.
are the only 3 things you can do in a tree stand.
That's really all I ever do anyway.
But I got to tell you, Justin and I, we were both having this conversation earlier. A lot of times, as you go back and watch some of our older series, we always would wear the vests underneath the clothing. But I'll tell you what, ever since this year when I started kind of getting in the late season and started kind of feeling too, I don't know, everything was feeling like it was choking me out, wearing the vest on the outside, man, you start getting addicted to these pockets.
I told you about
I love
this.
the pocket.
Give me
I
some
do.
credit for
Love
once.
the pocket.
Okay.
I'm the one that told you to
Everybody,
do that.
I'm going on record that Justin told me to try it, and I finally tried it.
I've been
There, are you
wearing my
happy?
Elite Series vest, and I love it. All right, so Todd's product is the Hunter Safety System, the new Pro Series vest. Guys, I selected for today one of the more innovative new broadheads to hit the market for this year, which is the NAP Swing Fire. This is a 2-blade mechanical broadhead, and the premise here is that when it enters the animal, it's going to start to close these blades and open the back blades as it goes in. And then as these back blades start to encounter tension, it's going to push them closed and essentially even itself back out, right? But the cool thing about this is it's designed so that if it hits a bone, let's say it hits a rib or you nick that shoulder with one of these blades, it can independently push one of those blades closed as it continues through the animal and the blade on the other side continues to cut. Now, if for some reason you don't get a complete pass through, this broadhead ends up inside the animal. As it comes back out, these blades completely fold over, and the back side of these blades is sharpened because when it's folded over, it's the front side. So now it's going to cut on the way back out. So pretty innovative, cool new broadhead that hit the market from NAP. It's called the Swing Fire, brand new for this year. So that was the product I picked.
All right.
Rector wants to know what the cutting diameter is.
Cutting diameter.
Don't worry about what the cutting diameter is. It's going to kill the deer. It doesn't matter. No, I think it's just shy of 2 inches when this thing fully is closed like this. It's like 1 7/8 inches, I want to say, is what it is. But most of the time, like, that's going to be max cutting diameter. Unique thing about this one is it's going to change really as it goes through the animal. But you're going to get anywhere from 1 inch to, let's say, 2 inches as it travels through the animal.
Before we go any further, are there any other questions that are coming in? How about a shout out? It's always fun to give shout outs. Who's watching us right now? Anybody? First
Bruce
guy.
Lehman.
We're going to give a shirt out, or not a shirt, we're going to give a hat out, a bone or die hat to the first guy that shouts that out to us. So keep the track of his name when he does that. All right, PJ,
So-
what else do you got over
Well, I've been getting jealous of you guys at Bowhunter Dice.
mean jealous?
And,
What's this?
well, I like all the filming that you do, and mostly what I like about is coming to your state, Illinois, and killing your deer. I love
Not
that.
our
You know, the
deer,
ice of that.
PJ.
They're not our, it is the state, it is the DNR, it is not our deer.
Every time I shoot one, I think Justin and Todd. That's
Yeah,
all I think
take
of.
No,
that,
he thinks
Justin
that's
and
one
Todd.
less deer that Justin and Todd can get. That's what you're thinking.
So we at Lancaster Archery have started selling more and more of the 4th Arrow camera arms. These things are sweet. This is their carbon model. I think I may have to get one of these, get a full camera set up, and just start filming myself killing Illinois big bucks.
PJ's going to audition for our team. Is what he's going to be doing. He's going to take over my spot probably. Well,
So it's light, it's compact, it's got your level, it's got all the adjustments in here. It's just, I mean, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have the base here right now, but the
No,
base
right.
is really slick. I mean, no matter what the tree's doing, you can pretty much get it to hang out. We don't want to tell you too much because we really don't want you to start moving into our state and filming.
yeah, watch out, PJ. We're going to come to Pennsylvania and start shooting your deer.
We're coming to
If
Pennsylvania.
you can find one, you can kill it.
I've seen more elk in Pennsylvania than I've seen deer in all of my travels
That's
there.
probably
so.
true.
All right. Any more questions pop in?
No, just people want hats.
People want
hats.
Everyone wants free
All
stuff.
right, everyone wants the free stuff.
All right, guys. Well, the last
All right.
one,
Go ahead,
we're
Justin.
going to
Last
show you.
one.
This is actually a product that I saw here last year at the ATA show. These guys are back for year 2. This is called the Chama chair, and this is a chair really built for ground blind hunting, right? Which Todd and myself and a lot of the other guys are getting ready to be sitting in that new NAP ground blind here shortly, and do some turkey hunting. So the Chama chair, cool thing about it is this back piece actually detaches from the chair. Very simple, couple clips, so you can use it as a chair or as a stool. Swivels around 360 degrees and literally packs up super easy. No, if you want to show this, Mike, it's got basically like a dial system right here. You just turn this dial right here, which is going to unlock these legs. It folds right up.
Lightweight.
Yeah.
You fold the bottom down. Comes with a nice handy bag. You literally just stick it in that bag, stick that piece in there, and you're ready to go. So this is called the Chama chair. I plan on spending hopefully not too much time in one of these come turkey season. I like to just shoot my bird on opening day in the morning, but you just never know. You end up on some of those all-day sits in those blinds. You're going to want something like this. Feet are fully adjustable. They articulate side to side. So
There you have it.
the Chama chair or stool. They're also coming out with a line of accessories to go on the chair. Like if you're dove hunting,
Some of
they're
those
gonna
might be
have some-
confidential now, so we may not know how
they're
far
coming
to go
out
right
with a
now.
line of accessories that are going to be cool. So get yourself a Chama chair, and then when the accessories come out, you guys can buy those. So
Does it swivel with the back on?
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Good question. Who answered the question?
Matt Friend.
I answered the question, Todd.
Who asked?
Matt
Who
Friend.
asked?
Matt Friend.
So yeah,
Matt.
swivels.
Okay, Matt.
Sit, draw your bow back,
Demonstration.
be able to swivel like so.
All right.
So there you go.
Seth wants a Todd Graf bobblehead.
A Todd Graf bobblehead. We do not have those yet, but if we do get them, we promise that they
You
will
probably
be
have
for
to
sale
order
right
them
here.
in large quantities, and we probably wouldn't sell very many. So I don't know. We'd be stuck with like 10,000.
Always
Todd
got to
Graf
have a ball
bobbleheads.
buster in the group. Well, hey guys, with that being said, real quick before we end the live feed here, and how about any buzz? What's the continued buzz for day 2? What are we hearing about? Still those laser bow sights are definitely still
Yep,
buzzing. I'm
yep.
hearing a lot about that.
A lot of new stuff with some arrows, target arrows. Sorry to go back to that, but a lot of new companies going with those big, large diameter arrows, and the technology in those arrows is getting better. We love them.
Can I get one about that, Dave?
Yes.
You can get whatever you want. It's
You and
not
me both.
it's not legal.
There's rules on that too. All right, that's
They're
not
out
good
there
for
with
me.
calipers measuring the arrows. So,
What other kind of buzz do we got?
man, I just think the theme continues to be technology. Whether it's technology in scents and the dispersal of the scents, a lot of companies making vapor type things going on. Laser rangefinders, blinds that we talked about yesterday. Just technology. It's infiltrating everything we do. Unfortunately for us, it means more gadgets for us to have to recharge the batteries on before we go hunting, which makes the dark energy here even more valuable for us. But definitely technology.
All right, well, listen, guys, we're going to be wrapping this up here pretty quick. If you'd like to get a catalog directly from Lancaster, log on to bowhunting.com for the ultimate catalog
Yes.
in bow hunting and hunting supplies, guys. So if you don't have this catalog sitting next to your couch, you need to. Remember, Lancaster, not Lancaster, the way Justin and I always want to say it from the Midwest. With that being said, we'll see you tomorrow. Earlier, for the last day that we'll be doing a live stream from ATA.